What's going on, YouTube? You know who it is, your boy Walk Baby 8. Week 2. What can I say? It's time for the picks. Let me start off by saying week 1 was okay. Like, I didn't do as good as I hoped I would do, but I mean, it happens, you know. The teams I picked to win, for the most part, they won. But there's a lot of teams that I said would win that didn't win. As y'all could go back and watch and see for y'allself. Ain't no need to get into all that. It's week 2, so let's get into these week 2 picks. First game, you got the Oakland Raiders, 1-0 Oakland Raiders, going into Buffalo, play the Buffalo Bills. This is an interesting matchup. You got Buffalo coming off amazing win over Kansas City. They ripped Kansas City apart in Arrowhead. Like, Kansas City, I don't know what was up with them. They just didn't have it that day. And Buffalo did. Buffalo found it. Their quarterback Ryan Fitzpatrick had the highest. He had the highest yards until Tom Brady came along, but he was the number 1 ranked as far as passer rating. He was the number 1 ranked. So kudos to him. So I'm gonna roll with the hot hand. They got the hot hand, so I'm gonna go with Buffalo. Moving on, we got Green Bay coming to Bank of America Stadium to play my Carolina Panthers. Cam Newton played amazing last week. He showed up and showed out. We lost, but we know what we got in the future, so that's a positive. Green Bay, they're the defending world champions. Y'all saw what they did in New Orleans. It was a good game, but I mean, Green Bay was clearly the better team there. Everybody's gonna pick Green Bay, but I got to go with my favorite team. I got to pick Carolina. I mean, they might not win, but they gonna keep it close at least, right? Hopefully, that's at least the thought, right? So I'm going with Carolina. Moving on, you got Kansas City. The just got ripped Kansas City Chiefs going into Detroit. I'm gonna stay with Detroit. You know, Kansas City. They're going on the road this time, so I mean, they couldn't get it done at home, so I don't see them really getting it done on the road. So I go with Detroit. You know, Matthew Stafford, he's a pretty good quarterback. He's on my fantasy team, so I got to go with Detroit. And I'm gonna keep an eye on him, right? So Detroit. Next, you got Cleveland Browns going to play the Indianapolis Colts. Everybody saw what happened to the Colts last week. They're missing their star quarterback Peyton Manning. Without him, they're a completely different team. But there's no excuse for allowing that many points. There's no excuse for that many mistakes. The team is just not playing good. So, I mean, you got to go with Cleveland. Even though Cleveland didn't play all that well against Cincinnati either. But you got to go with Cleveland. If Indianapolis is going to play like that and they're at home, even though they're at home, go with Cleveland. Because Cleveland, for all their knocks, they at least have a structure there. They know who their quarterback is, know who the running back is. There's no question there. Nobody needs to learn any offenses, none. Indianapolis, on the other hand, Kerry Collins, he pretty much just got there like a couple weeks ago, and then their team is just all over the place. So you gotta go with Cleveland here. Moving on, got Tampa Bay going into Minnesota. I like Josh Freeman. I like Donovan McNabb. But I'm going to go with Tampa Bay on this one. I think McNabb, he's still trying to find his way along. I mean, he's a good quarterback. He's going to get it done, but I'm going to go with Tampa Bay. Moving on, you got Chicago going to New Orleans. New Orleans, they're going to look to play better at home. Chicago played really well against Atlanta. It looks like they're about to play every team in the NFC South or something. Played Atlanta week 1, now they're about to play New Orleans. Who's next? Carolina? I mean, I haven't checked the schedule. They might be playing Carolina in week 3 or playing Tampa Bay in week 3 or something. Who knows? But, yeah, I mean, it looks like you got Green Bay playing Carolina, so looks like the NFC South and the NFC North are going head-to-head or something. But, yeah, this is a tough one. This is going to be this is like almost too close to call, but I got to go with New Orleans on this one because they're at home. You know, I like the home teams. If I can't decide which team to pick, I'm going with the home team. Moving on, we got Jacksonville coming off a win, going to the Jets, who are also coming off a win. The Jets are at home. Jets they're on and off. They're hot and cold last week. I'm look to them to make some adjustments. I know they're gonna make some adjustments. They're gonna, their defense gonna come and bring it. So I got the Jets over Jacksonville. It'll be closer than most people expect. Everybody thinks Jacksonville's gonna be horrible, but I mean they're not gonna make the playoffs or anything, but they're gonna be competitive. That's all I'm gonna say. Next game we got Seattle Seahawks going to Pittsburgh. Tavares Jackson, he didn't play bad, but I mean everybody wants him. Wants to see some consistency. So I mean this is gonna be a tough test for him. But if Pittsburgh's defense plays slow and lackadaisical like they played against Baltimore, I mean the door will be wide open for Tavares and the Seahawks to come in there and make some noise. So I mean the only difference is Pittsburgh's at home this time and they're not on the road. So that's why I'm gonna get the edge of Pittsburgh. Moving on, you got Baltimore Ravens going to play Tennessee Titans. Tennessee's coming off a loss to Jacksonville. Baltimore is coming off an amazing win against Pittsburgh, their arch rival. So, you got to stick with Baltimore. Hot hand. Moving on, got Arizona, going into FedEx Field to play the Washington Redskins. The Redskins, they win. Yeah, they beat the Giants last week at home. And Arizona, they beat my Panthers, but I mean it wasn't a rout. It wasn't like they beat us like by one touchdown, and they were at home. So I mean this is gonna be different on the road for them. Washington's a pretty hostile environment. We'll see how Kevin Kolb does on the road. I mean he's not he's pretty familiar with Washington because he played for the Eagles. So I mean it shouldn't be that new to him, but still he's starting this time. So we'll see how that works. Go ahead and go Washington because they're at home. I'm a home type of guy. Yeah. Dallas going into San Francisco. In the 90s, this will be an amazing matchup. This will be NFC. NFC. What's the word I'm looking for? Wow. This will be an NFC title game. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. But Aikman's not there, and neither is Young, so this is a little different matchup. We got Romo and Alex Smith. Not even close to Aikman and Young, but still should be a pretty good game. Y'all know how I feel about Dallas, so I'll go with San Francisco. Even though I think Dallas will be a decent team. Moving on, Cincinnati going to Denver. Everybody's crying for Tebow, or is it they don't realize what they have? I guess they won't realize what they have until Tebow does get a shot and he plays like a guy with little experience. So I mean, Cincinnati, Andy Dalton got hurt, so I don't know if he's gonna play. So I go with Denver. Well, y'all go with Denver. I think they'll edge it out by a field goal. Moving on, we got the Houston Texans going to Miami to play the Dolphins. Got to go with Houston on this one. They rolled against the Colts without Manning, but I think they'll get it done against the Dolphins. See, Tom Brady torched them up, so I mean, Matt Schaub is not Tom Brady, but I'm pretty sure he can do a little damage. So I gotta go with Houston. Moving on, San Diego at the aforementioned New England Patriots. San Diego is a team that they always have big expectations. They never live up to the hype. New England, y'all saw them on Monday night. No need to even go any further from there. Y'all know what they can do, so I'll go with the Patriots. The Sunday night game, got Michael Vick and the Eagles going to Atlanta. This is going to be an emotional game for Mike Vick. Every time he goes back to Atlanta, he still got his fans there. He still got people that hate him. So I mean, it's going to be one of those games he gets up for. You're going to see Michael Vick show out, and I'm going to pick the Eagles to win and take the Atlanta Falcons 0-2. That was your Sunday night game. Last but not least, your Monday nighter. You got St. Louis Rams going to the New York Giants and G-Men. New York's coming off a loss. St. Louis is also coming off a loss. This gonna be a pretty good game. This year looks like they're picking pretty good games for the Monday nighters. Usually they don't pick watchable games. They pick like random teams or give Cleveland like 3 Monday night games for some reason. But this year it looks like they got it on point. So I mean, I want to go with the Giants, but I think St. Louis will go in there and get it done. Matt with Sam Bradford and company, and Action Jackson running the ball. I think they'll get it done. They'll win by a field goal or more. So I'll go with St. Louis. That's it. Sorry for the video being so long, but that's just how it is. That being said, rate, subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you feel the video deserved. Comment. That's all y'all get from me. It's your boy Walt Baby 8 signing out. I'll let y'all.